We often hear myths about aging that prevent us from living our fullest life in our 60s and beyond. But let me tell you something, those myths are all wrong. Today, we're going to bust the top 5 myths about aging that many people over 60 still believe. By the end of this video, you'll have a completely new perspective on aging, and you'll be ready to embrace your golden years with confidence and enthusiasm. Stick around until the end, because myth number 5 is going to change everything you thought you knew about aging. Myth number 1, you're too old to start new things. The first myth we're tackling is one that a lot of people over 60 hear all the time. You're too old to start something new. Whether it's starting a new career, learning a new skill, or even picking up a hobby you've always been curious about. Many people think that age is a barrier, but this couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, the idea that age limits our potential is rooted in outdated thinking. Your brain is capable of change and growth throughout your entire life, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. Research has shown that engaging in new activities can help maintain and even improve cognitive function, memory, and creativity. So, if you've ever thought, it's too late for me to learn a language, play an instrument, or take up a new hobby, you're holding yourself back from incredible opportunities. Think of people like Colonel Sanders, who founded KFC in his 60s, or Laura Ingalls Wilder, who published her first book at age 65. These are just a couple of examples of people who started major new endeavors later in life. And they aren't anomalies. They're proof that age doesn't define what you can or cannot achieve. When you start something new, you give your brain a chance to grow and adapt. This is especially crucial as we get older, as learning new things can help combat memory loss and other cognitive issues. But beyond just the cognitive benefits, there's something deeply satisfying about trying something new. It brings joy, a sense of achievement, and can even boost your self-esteem. Let's take Ruth, for example. At age 68, Ruth decided to take up painting, a hobby she had always been curious about, but never had time for while raising children and working. Initially, she felt unsure of her abilities, thinking that starting at her age was a mistake. But after a few classes, Ruth discovered not only that she enjoyed it, but that she was actually quite good. Now, Ruth is selling her artwork at local fairs and feeling more confident than ever. Her story is just one of many that prove it's never too late to begin something new. Starting something new also keeps you engaged socially. You might join a class, attend a group activity, or even meet new people who share your interests. The social connections you form by starting a new hobby can significantly improve your mental health and overall well-being. That's why it's so important not to let age hold you back. If there's something you've always wanted to do, now is the perfect time to give it a try. You don't have to take on a huge project either. It could be something as simple as learning to cook a new recipe, picking up a musical instrument, or even starting a gardening project. Small actions can lead to big results and can be incredibly rewarding. So, the next time someone tells you that you're too old to try something new, remember, age is just a number. It's never too late to start something new, and doing so will help keep your brain and your spirit sharp. Keep exploring, learning, and challenging yourself, and watch how your life continues to thrive. Myth number 2, aging means losing strength and mobility. The second myth we're going to bust today is that aging means losing strength and mobility. This is something we hear all the time. People believe that as they get older, they should expect to become weak, stiff, and unable to do the things they once loved. But in reality, this isn't the case at all. In fact, you can maintain and even improve your strength and flexibility well into your later years with the right approach. Let's start by talking about muscle mass. As we age, we naturally lose some muscle mass, but that doesn't mean it's inevitable. With regular strength training, you can not only slow down this process, but actually increase muscle mass, which improves both strength and overall mobility. Research has shown that weight training for older adults can lead to better balance, improved posture, and even better bone health. But strength training isn't just about lifting heavy weights. There are plenty of exercises that target muscles without using heavy equipment, like bodyweight exercises. Think squats, lunges, or wall push-ups. Even doing simple activities like walking or swimming can help you build and maintain strength. Now, let's talk about mobility. It's true that the joints tend to get stiffer as we age, but this can be prevented or minimized with regular movement and stretching. Yoga, Pilates, and even simple stretching exercises can help keep your body flexible and mobile, preventing stiffness and improving range of motion. There are even yoga classes specifically designed for seniors, where the focus is on gentle stretches, balance, and breathing. Take Mary, for example. She's 72 and started attending a senior fitness class at her local gym. Initially, she struggled with balance and found it difficult to lift even light weights. But after a few months of consistent strength training and mobility exercises, she noticed a huge difference. Not only did her strength improve, but she also felt more energized and confident in her movements. She could climb stairs without getting winded, and her balance was much better. The key to staying strong and mobile as you age is consistency. It's not about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about maintaining a regular exercise routine that works for your body. Whether it's lifting light weights, going for daily walks, or taking a yoga class, these activities can significantly improve your physical health and quality of life. Remember, you don't have to accept weakness or stiffness as part of aging. There are plenty of ways to keep your body in top shape as you age, and the more active you are, the better you'll feel. Myth 3. You're too old to stay social and have fun. The next myth we're busting is a common one. You're too old to stay social and have fun. Many people think that once they hit a certain age, it's time to retreat from social activities and live a more solitary life. But the reality is, social engagement is just as important in your 60s, 70s, and beyond as it was when you were younger, and it might be even more important. Staying socially active has significant benefits for your mental and emotional health. It can help reduce stress, combat feelings of loneliness, and even boost your cognitive function. People who have strong social connections tend to live longer, healthier lives. This is why it's so important to stay engaged with family, friends, and your community. Let's take Jack and Linda as an example. In their late 60s, they joined a local hiking group. They had always enjoyed hiking but didn't think much about it as they aged. When they realized they could join a group that offered gentle hikes designed for older adults, they jumped at the opportunity. Not only did they get more exercise, but they also met new friends and felt a renewed sense of connection to their community. Staying social can also lead to new opportunities for personal growth and fulfillment. Maybe you decide to start a book club, join a travel group, or even volunteer your time. Socializing doesn't just have to be about hanging out with old friends. It can also mean exploring new interests, meeting new people, and embracing new experiences. The idea that aging means retreating from fun and social activities is one of the most damaging myths. Being social helps you stay connected, engaged, and mentally healthy. So, don't let age hold you back from going to parties, going out for coffee, or spending time with loved ones. Life is meant to be enjoyed at every age. Myth 4. You'll just accept declining health as part of aging. A very common myth about aging is that your health will inevitably decline, and you should just accept it as part of getting older. Many people resign themselves to this idea, thinking that things like joint pain, high blood pressure, or poor vision are just inevitable outcomes of age. But here's the truth. While some health changes can come with age, many of the health issues that are often seen in older adults can be prevented, managed, and even improved with the right lifestyle choices. It's important to understand that aging itself is not a disease. It's natural for the body to change over time, but that doesn't mean you have to accept poor health. The power is in your hands to take control of your health and live a long, vibrant life. For example, regular physical activity can prevent or reverse many common age-related health issues. Cardiovascular exercise like walking, swimming, or cycling can help lower the risk of heart disease. Strength training can improve bone density, reduce the risk of osteoporosis, and even ease chronic back and joint pain. Flexibility exercises like yoga or stretching can alleviate stiffness and improve mobility. Good nutrition is also critical for maintaining health. As you age, your metabolism slows down, and your body's ability to absorb certain nutrients decreases. This makes it even more important to focus on a balanced, nutrient-dense diet. Eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help prevent or manage conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and arthritis. Let's look at Tom, a 68-year-old man who was diagnosed with prediabetes a few years ago. Rather than accept that he would eventually develop full-blown diabetes, Tom worked with his doctor to adopt a healthier diet and exercise routine. He started walking daily and eliminated processed sugars from his diet. As a result, his blood sugar levels improved, and he was able to avoid taking medication. Another example is Joan, who suffered from arthritis in her knees. Instead of letting it control her life, she started doing water aerobics, which are gentle on the joints but incredibly effective at strengthening the muscles around them. Over time, she noticed less pain and more mobility. Health experts agree that many health problems associated with aging are preventable or manageable through lifestyle changes. You don't have to accept declining health as a given. With the right approach, you can improve your quality of life and feel better as you get older. Myth 5. You can't have a fulfilling sex life after 60. The final myth we'll bust today is one that many people over 60 believe. You can't have a fulfilling sex life after 60. This myth is rooted in the belief that as you age, you lose interest in sex, or that physical changes make intimacy impossible. But in reality, this simply isn't true. In fact, many people over 60 report having satisfying and fulfilling sex lives, often with more emotional connection and intimacy than when they were younger. Let's address the physical side first. Yes, it's true that certain changes in the body can occur as you age. For example, women may experience changes in hormone levels, which can affect libido or lead to vaginal dryness. Men may experience changes in erectile function, but these physical changes are not insurmountable, and there are many ways to work around them. For women, lubricants and moisturizers are available to alleviate vaginal dryness. Hormone therapy is also an option for some women who experience significant symptoms related to menopause. For men, medications like Viagra or Cialis can help with erectile function. But perhaps most importantly, both men and women can benefit from open communication with their partners and healthcare providers about any physical changes or challenges they may be facing. Beyond the physical changes, there's also the emotional and relational aspect of sex. As you get older, you may find that your priorities in intimacy change. Emotional connection, affection, and communication often become more important than physical performance. And that's okay. Intimacy in your 60s and beyond can be more fulfilling than ever. It's about closeness, trust, and understanding. Let's take Susan and Dave, a couple in their 70s. They've been married for over 40 years, and while they've experienced the typical physical changes that come with aging, they found new ways to connect intimately. They both prioritized emotional closeness and focused on deepening their communication. Their sex life became more about mutual understanding and affection than physical performance, and their relationship is stronger than ever. And don't forget, age brings wisdom. You know more about your body and your partner's body than you did when you were younger. There's no need for the pressure that often comes with youth's rush to perform. The most important thing is that you're both enjoying each other's company, emotionally and physically, in a way that feels right for you. There's no reason to believe that aging means giving up on a satisfying and enjoyable sex life. The key is to communicate openly, maintain emotional closeness, and be open to adapting to changes as they come. Age can actually bring a deeper sense of connection and intimacy with your partner. So there you have it, 5 major myths about aging that you've probably been told over and over again, and that you can finally let go of. From the idea that you're too old to start something new, to the belief that aging means you have to accept poor health or give up on intimacy, these myths simply don't hold up. The truth is that aging can be one of the most exciting times of your life. You have the experience, wisdom, and capability to continue thriving and to live a life that's full of joy, health, and fulfillment. So don't let these myths hold you back from embracing your golden years. You're never too old to live your best life. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable tips and advice to help you thrive in your golden years. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more.